Envelope filter. The coolest one was used by Bootsy Collins, and it was called a Mutron. And you know, but he had the whole space bass, and plus he had his secret special cosmic brain twirling around in an unbelievable liquid paste through his whole body, so he could do anything he wanted. But anyway, he used these boxes. I used this envelope filter to try to get that kind of funky sound, so sort of that underwater sound, that funk sound.
Didn't you play the Mutron on?
So that's what happens when you press on that thing.
That sounds
the
great.
Envelope filter. It's a funky thing.
So, what you were just
You have to be
doing there-
loyal to the funk, though. If you're going to play funk, you have to be completely loyal to the funk. If you ever water down your funk, then you might as well not play. And if you're going to play at all, you have to listen more than you play, because if you just play, you can play, you'd be the coolest guy in the world. You know, you can play like faster than Al Di Meola and do it with only one pinky. And if you don't listen to what's going on around you, then you know you might as well just shut up. A little philosophy there.
Mm-hmm. What you're doing here is stream of consciousness. It's improvisation.
That's all I know how to do is improvisation, because I can't read music at all.
Understood.
And I don't know anything about, you know, all the letters and the numbers and stuff. So all I can do is spontaneously improvise and.
So
go in
those of
different
us
fields.
who are watching this and do read music but would like to learn to expand our mind in that spontaneous realm of fleadom.
Well, you have to expand your mind in spontaneous improvisation, the only thing that you can possibly do to be good at it, besides listening to lots of good records, is to, as far as expressing yourself, is just to always be true to yourself and true to your own emotions. That's the only thing that matters. And of course,
being
you know,
absolute and on top of it and listening
just,
to
you
what's
know,
happening.
being direct with yourself and laying your naked emotions on the table for everyone to make fun of, or admire, or do whatever they do, but you
Right.
gotta put it out there. I used to play in this punk rock band called Fear.
Mm-hmm.
It was one of the first bands I was ever in, and almost all of the bass lines and all the songs were just complete simple punk rock. You know, it was just all like, you know. Like that.
Right.
And that, the whole concept of that music is just you know, punk rock is you have to be jumping out of your skin the whole time. You have to play every single note as hard as you can, and you have to expect that after each note that somebody is going to shoot you in the face or kill you, and that's how important each note has to be, because you have to know that you're about to die, and it's the most important note that you ever played. So
that absolute
yeah,
conviction.
just the, you know, purity. You have to be as convicted as like a Japanese guy, an intense Japanese guy that's about to commit harikari, you know, and he was really taking destiny into his own hands and killing himself because he wants to be so pure. He wants to die pure and die as himself. So that's a purity you have to have. Wow. So then anyway, so that punk rock thing, and then you getting into a, then I got into funk. I mean, I was always into funk, but you know, people like Bootsy Collins and Larry Graham and the Meters and Sly and the Family Stone and, you know, just all kinds of, there's so many great funk that I'll always leave out some of the best ones, but, you know, so just that funk groove.
George Clinton?
Yeah. And then, and you know, and the people playing funk, we're doing the thumb and this deal, slapping, popping and slapping as it is called. And anyway, so where I kind of put my twist on things, you know, not like in a contrived way of thinking about it or anything, was that I was into both of these things so much that I did my own style of the thing, of, you know, just thumping it and attacking it with, you know, very viciously and with all of my might. And, you know, and lots of Chili Peppers songs, you know, where I did bass lines like that, like on the one Skinny Sweaty Man, where it's like, or Black Eyed Blonde. Or Get Up and Jump.
Yeah.
You know, and there's probably a bunch of other ones too. So, but that's where that kind of comes from, is just loving funk, but also understanding that punk rock intensity. And I don't think anyone can be a good rock musician today unless they can relate to punk rock, because it was such a, completely changed the face of rock music. And there's a lot of rock musicians that kind of like ignored this whole era of music and never really got into it. And always, you know, if they don't understand it, there's always something missing.
Well, you could tell who those people are.
Yeah, should I do one of those bass lines slow, so maybe if someone wanted to figure it out, they could?
Yeah, that'd be fun, because I'd like
Okay, it's nothing special or anything, but it's a cool lick if it's played with conviction and with the right feel. It's just, here's how it is fast. And if you do it slow, it's like this. So that's how that goes. And that's the deal with the fast popping thing.
What was that last song that you were playing?
Get Up and Jump?
Yeah, Get Up and Jump. Let's see that slower. Let's hear it fast first.
And slow, it's like this.
You make it look so easy. I have a question. Here's a good question. Do you write, for instance, that Get Up and Jump, did you write that slow and then just sped it up?
No. Well, I don't actually write anything because I don't do any writing. I just come up with grooves. But no, I just started doing it. I just did it fast, and it sounded good. It's something that me and Hillel used to do, you know, who was such a huge influence on me. Hillel Slovak, who basically gave me my whole like insight into the string instrument, playing the bass. He was so important. But I don't know what else to say about the popping and slapping thing, except that, you know, I think that Kim Gordon from Sonic Youth said it best when she said that, you know, there's all these guys in bands now doing this like macho bass funk slapping thing, and I don't really like it. And I have to kind of agree with her. I think it's kind of getting played out, you know, and instead of being like an art form, it's kind of becoming a macho jock thing. And, you know, that's pretty an insensitive, lame way to be. You know,
yeah.
Not that like sports is always about macho jockism, because sports are beautiful art forms, but, you know, as far as the bass playing itself, you know, it can be a lot of
kind of exploited.
The main thing to remember is when you're doing this. Is that that's something that's really fancy and you know, it's really obviously ornate and fancy, and you're like, you know, you're kind of showing off when you're doing something like that. So there has to be a dynamic, you know, there always has to be a dynamic, because you can't play that good. You can't play something like and make that like beautiful art and play fancy like that unless you can play something really simple and sweet to go with it, so there's a dynamic, so it, you know, it's nice. So if you could play something simple and nice, you know, just something, anything, you know. If you can't play something simple and beautiful next to something hard and fast, then neither of them, you know, will ever have the full impact that they should have, and neither of them can ever stand up and be their thing. And so, anyway, to be fancy like that, and to be a bass player, you know, you have to make sure that you're not a victim of a guy who's all flash and no smash. Because to be all flash and no smash is to you know, to not be a good musician. So you have to have some smash with your flash. Do a Red Hot Chili Peppers concert, for me, you know, it's such a physical thing. You know, there's so many peaks of physicality where I have to put my whole body and everything into it, and just to do it right anyway. And so I need to get the physical thing happening and get my muscles and everything really warmed up. So what I do is I just do these exercises that just get me warm, and I was taught to do exercises by Spit Sticks, who was the drummer in Fear, who taught me that it's really good to warm up, and then you can play hard and fast for a long time and not cramp up or get tired or whatever. So I just do really simple things to warm up. I start real slow, and I just do these major scales. Boom, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. And I just go up the neck doing that. And then I do chromatic ones like this. But I start even slower than I'm going now. I start real slow, you know, just up the neck.
You've already done this today?
I did it a little bit today before we started, but not a lot, because I'm not really playing a gig or anything. So anyway, so I do that, and then I do a popping thing to warm up, which is how I figured out how to slap and pop. Was the first thing I figured out how to do was to do the E octave like this.
Right.
That was the first thing I ever figured out, and then I started going. And then I started doing it faster and faster. Anyway, so what I do to warm up, I go like this, up and down my neck. Like then I do it like this, you know. I go like wait. What the hell do I do? I'm blanking out.